Hi there, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. My name is Sergeant Jamie Milliman with the Coline Valley Police Department.
Okay.
You know where Coline Valley is?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. We cover the town of Beaumar, about 50 feet down.
Okay.
You know why I'm here?
No.
Okay. You drive through the town of quite often?
Nope.
You don't?
Oh, no, I work from home.
Okay. You know we have cameras in that town, and you can't get a breath of fresh air in or out of that place without us knowing. There was a theft of a package for Tuesday. Like I said, we have cameras everywhere in that town. You can't get a breath of fresh air in or out without us knowing.
Right.
You know the quality on the camera doorbell you have.
Yep.
I've got that on my phone right now of you taking that package.
A woman was at home when a police officer suddenly knocked on her door. He introduced himself as Sergeant Miller from the Coline Valley Police Department. His tone sounded polite at first, but quickly turned accusatory. He claimed she had been caught on camera stealing a package in a town she hardly ever visited. Although the woman tried to explain that she and her husband only drove through there occasionally, the officer kept insisting, "I have 100% proof," yet refused to show the video. When she asked to see it, he replied, "If you're not being honest, I'm not going to show you." Instead of conducting a real investigation, he began reading out a court summons, full of authority and arrogance. Meanwhile, the woman stayed calm, challenged every statement, and even said she could prove her innocence with footage from her car's camera. This is a perfect example of police overreach, when an officer believes that wearing a badge gives them the power to accuse anyone without any evidence.
Hi there, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. My name is Sergeant Jamie Milliman with the Coline Valley Police Department.
Okay.
You know where Coline Valley is?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. We cover the town of Beaumar, about 50 feet down.
Okay.
You know why I'm here?
No.
Okay. You drive through the town of quite often?
Nope.
You don't?
Oh, no, I work from home.
Okay. You know we have cameras in that town, and you can't get a breath of fresh air in or out of that place without us knowing, correct?
Okay.
Okay. Just as an example,
Okay.
you say you don't drive there, but you've been driven through, what, 20 times this month?
Probably my husband or I.
Okay. But this is you, right?
Both of us, yes. We both drive the same vehicle.
Okay. So you have you're going to stand by, you don't know why I'm here.
I do know.
Okay. There was a theft of a package from on Tuesday. Like I said, we have cameras everywhere in that town. You can't get a breath of fresh air in or out without us knowing.
Right.
You know the quality on the camera doorbell you have.
Yep.
I've got that on my phone right now of you taking that package.
Where is this place?
I just told you.
I don't know where it is.
Okay. I have you on camera.
Okay.
You taking a package and walking away. Is there any reason why you would have done that?
Nope.
Do you know anyone that lives on?
No.
Okay. Well, then I'll make this easy. Since you're just going to deny it, I'm going to issue you a summons that you'll be showing up in court in Jefferson County.
Well, can I see this video?
If you go to court, you can. If you're going to deny it, I'm not going to extend you any courtesy. If you're going to lie to me, I'm not going to extend you any courtesy. I just told you what I have. You're going to deny it. You told me you weren't in the town of Beaumar. I have you roughly 20 times this month alone.
I wouldn't say I was in there. I drive through there, but don't drive through there that often.
You say I don't. You work from home. So I'm not going to argue with you. It'll all be on the summons. You will be showing up in Jefferson County Court, which is 100 Jefferson County Parkway in Golden, Colorado, on Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. I will give you a copy of this, and your court date will be set then. Any other information will be on the back of this. You will be getting this copy right here. Make sure it's all legible.
What day did this occur?
It occurred on Tuesday the 22nd. You were in town from 11:52 until 12:09 exactly. Like I said, nothing gets in or out of the town without us knowing.
11:52 a.m.?
Yes.
The second. See, I need my phone and all this crap to know what day it is.
I can show you. And here's when you left at 12:09. That's when you left town.
To get
No, to stop it.
Wait a minute.
And take a package.
I need to find where this is. Yes, there is. I need to know where this is.
It doesn't matter. I'll be giving this all to you. If you're going to deny it to me, I am not going to help you with any courtesy.
I'm just guaranteeing you, if there's any time driving through Beaumar, It would be for me going to work and coming home from work, and that is it.
It's not. It was when she went in at 11:52.
I think that's where I went to
driving the Rivian on Tuesday in the middle of the afternoon.
Tuesday?
Where is that race trail? Tuesday. I wasn't.
So here is your copy.
Only time on Tuesday.
Kind of funny because we have cameras on our truck, so we can show you exactly where we were.
Well, I already know where you were.
Yeah.
I have it on camera. I have you on camera walking up, ringing the doorbell, taking the package, and literally running away. You on camera doing this.
That should be pretty easy because that didn't happen.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm like,
I got it on camera. Okay.
okay, but
You know the quality of your camera, right? You can
Absolutely. And I also know the megapixel standards. I work in security, and it doesn't know.
Yeah. The megapixel on the new Ring cameras are unbelievable. It is her. It is 100%. It is locked in. There is zero doubt. I wouldn't have come here unless I was 100% sure. 100%.
where's our
It is
trail?
certain. It is on video. You're obviously welcome to go to.
Okay, by video evidence, you have the Ring and you have my truck, and that is it.
Nope. Everybody in the town of Bomar has a camera.
Oh, I don't doubt that, but
I'm just telling you. I know it's unbelievable to you. I guess that this is a shock to you, but I am telling you, this is a lock. 100%, no doubt.
Okay, so it's 100% doubt a lock.
It's 100%, no doubt, a lock.
What was I wearing?
I'm sorry, but it's true.
What
I don't
was I
make
wearing?
these things up. So there is your summons.
Hey,
Like
get
I
hold of our
said,
attorney.
it is December 2nd at 8:30 in the morning at 100 Jefferson County Parkway. And obviously you are welcome to, well, you have to appear for this.
Well, and there's no way we can see the video or anything now.
If you go to court, you may.
Why can't we see it now?
Because you have not been honest with me, so I'm not going to extend you any courtesy of showing you a video when I don't need to.
But I can show you videos.
No, you cannot.
Yes, I can
show you.
Okay, show me then.
No, you're not being honest with
All right,
me.
we're getting our attorney. Call our attorney.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
Please do, because
I guarantee if you had this, that's fine.
You could show me right now.
Yes.
No, I could, but you could also
What am I
be honest
wearing?
with me.
What am I wearing?
You're wearing a white top and black pants.
White top.
It's all on video. I'm not making this up. I have no reason.
I want to know where this red. Where?
This house.
I don't know. Where's
Why would I
my
pick
tail?
you?
Where's? Hold on, I want to check it.
You guys have a good afternoon.
Around noon. Okay.
A police officer, confident yet arrogant, knocked on a woman's door only to accuse her of a crime she didn't commit. He claimed, "I have 100% proof," yet refused to show the video, constantly interrupting and threatening her. This was no longer an investigation. It was a display of authority, where an officer believed that his word alone could become the truth. He didn't need evidence or a court, just his own conviction that he was right. But that's not how America works. The U.S. Constitution, specifically the Fifth and Sixth Amendments, guarantees the presumption of innocence, the right to remain silent, and the right to see the evidence against you. A police officer cannot deny you access to the evidence and then turn around and accuse you. That's a violation of due process, one of the most fundamental principles of law. No one, not even law enforcement, stands above the Constitution. And what's truly admirable is how the woman handled it. Calm, firm, and fearless. She stood her ground and defended herself with reason. Even when pressured, she refused to back down or be intimidated. In a moment where most would stay silent out of fear, she chose to confront power with truth. She's living proof that when citizens understand their rights, justice can still prevail.